first of three between the New York Yankees and the Tampa Bay Rays. It's Rays baseball, and it starts right now. Chris Archer gets the call for Game 1 of the series. What do we need to know here, Danny?
You know, Matt, it's awfully tough getting a lot of no decisions as a starting pitcher, but he was able to pick up his first win of the year in his last start. Hopefully, his mojo starts turning around.
And stepping in, DJ LeMahieu. He'll get us started in this one under the lights.
The second baseman, DJ.
First pitch on its way. First of three is underway on this Tuesday night as the opening pitch is taken for ball one. Dan Dero, we take a look at the Rays entering play here tonight. They come off another loss last time out, and in fact, they've dropped three of their last four.
Yeah, Matty, I know they've caught a little bit of a losing streak right now, but they got good veteran presence, great veteran presence in that clubhouse. And I bet you someone steps up today and says, this stops. We get it done today, boys.
2 balls and a strike down to the Yankees leadoff man. Into the windup. Here's the 2-1 pitch.
Ball.
Having a little trouble finding the zone to start the night. It's always deflating to walk the leadoff guy in the game, so we'll see if he can initiate some contact here.
The 3-1 pitch. And he lays off ball 4, and the leadoff man is on to begin the ball game.
Batting second, the designated hitter, Gleyber.
Set to get his evening at the plate started, Gleyber Torres comes in hitting just a hair below 300 this season. Here's the first pitch to him. LeMahieu aboard here at first with nobody out. Behind 0-2 now. On a line, that's a base hit. Just an absolute laser that time, screaming off the bat, if you will. And Showtrack tells us it went out at 112 miles an hour. Those are the line drives you can hear as they go by. And that'll bring up Aaron Judge as he'll swing and miss at a first pitch slider at strike 1. 287 the average coming in. 8 home runs and 21 driven in. Didn't quite catch the zone there. Ball 1. Well, time to look at our umpires in this one. Behind the plate is Dave Lawrence.
Dan, we got Dave Lawrence behind the dish tonight. One of the best in the business, in my opinion, but sometimes has a tendency to fall into a pattern where he's given a little bit too much on that outside corner.
Yeah, D-Road, one of the things he'll do, he'll open up that outside corner, especially with left-handed batters.
None out, runners at first and second. Fouled off.
Gotta believe that was a mislocation because it missed right down the middle. This guy's gonna have nightmares at the plate thinking about missing that one.
And that's high for a ball. It's 2-2.
Number 3 hole hitter up right now. Cleanup guy on deck. 2 ball, 2 strike count. I think pitcher wants to make something happen right here.
Set. Here's the 2-2. Fastball is right by him as he swings and misses for the first out of the inning. Next to hit is Giancarlo Stanton as you get a look at his current righty-lefty splits entering play in this one. And now the first pitch. As he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike one.
With some traffic on the base paths, nice job by the pitcher to execute strike one.
One strike now from Archer. Takes a pitch high and away for ball one. Ready with the 1-1. 1-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Working for the punch out and the offering.
We just saw a fastball right there. I would not be shocked if he tries to get this guy to go fishing right here and drops a little off-speed pitch in the dirt.
Here's the pitch on 2-2. Fastball, strike 3 called as he couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away.
Big strikeout for the second out there, but he's not out of it yet. We'll see if he can feed off that, Cade, wiggle out the jam, and keep this game tied.
So now here is Luke Voigt looking to put them ahead early with this at-bat. Now here's the first offering. Turned on, but that's ripped foul down the third baseline.
He appears to be having some issues with pitch command to start the game. He's dealing with 2 guys on, and that last pitch looked like a big mistake in that location. Right down the middle, but he got away with it.
Now a fastball that's taken close that time, but it's 1-1. 1-1. Here it is. A ball and 2 strikes now.
Hey, it's looking like he may be able to get out of this one after giving up 2 singles early.
Swing and a miss as the slider sets him down for the final out of the inning. Yanks strand a pair. Yankees nothing. Tampa Bay coming up. It's Major League Baseball on the show. Jordan Montgomery will be on the mound for the series opener. What's your take on him, Dan?
Hey, you don't see a lot of guys that have 5 pitches, right? Sometimes it's hard to master even 2 or 3, but if you can master 5 like he has, he'll be in pretty good shape.
And that'll bring up Manuel Margot. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. Pitch on the way. Edge of the zone that time taken and ruled a strike. And as the Yankees get started here tonight, guys, despite the loss last time out, they enter this one in good shape, winners in 7 of their last 10.
Yeah, Matty, I know 5-3 is nothing to, get super excited about, but it could have easily gone 500. One key hit doesn't come through or find a gap, and they find themselves 4-4 to start this road trip. Instead, 5-3 on the recent homestand, and they're feeling pretty confident about where they're at.
Swing and a line drive. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit.
Batting second, the first baseman, Yandy Diaz.
And that will bring in Yandy Diaz.
That's a ball.
As he'll take a look at ball 1. His prior history versus this arm, he's gone 2 for 5. A runner at first with no outs here. There goes Margot. Swing and a liner. A a dive, but it's off his glove. And the throw will come in quickly from center, so despite the hit and run, they won't get the extra base here.
Dan, after that base hit right there, he's got a 6-game hitting streak going.
You know what? And this could lead him on to something, some bigger and better things right here. He's been swinging the bat pretty well, and he's been rewarded for it, as you talked about. 6-game hitting streak so far.
And this is going to find the seam as it scoots through on the carpet for extra bases. And not in time as the second run scores.
We didn't have to wait long for the offensive fireworks at this one. 2 runners aboard, and he got a pitch he liked, drove it all the way to the wall to bring in a pair of runs, and they're still in good shape to add on with him at second now.
Here's Randy Arozarena, and this will ricochet off of him on the mound. But he is able to recover as he gets the out at first. 1 away now. And time now to see quite where that got him. And it appeared from up here at least, and his actions on the field confirm it. It looked like it got him on his drive leg, which could be problematic, of course, for him. But from the way he's trying to walk it off, I think he's going to try to continue. Now at the plate, Brandon Lau. And in case you haven't been keeping up the tabs on him, arguably he's been one of the hottest hitters in the league over the last 7 or so games. Wheels and deals. Here's the first pitch. As a good changeup will get him to commit too early, and it's strike 1. Montgomery is at least partially known for a good changeup, and it's not just any change of speed pitch. It dances all over the place. Meadows stands at third with 1 gone in the inning. Comes back with a good changeup there, and it's quickly 0-2.
Well, he's following the code not to miss down and into a lefty. Everything on the outer half of the plate.
Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
And he misses there. 1-2.
Definitely a strikeout situation here with the runner on third, so that's smart. Trying to make him chase that slider out of the zone.
Grounded up the first baseline. Well, this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2. 1 out and a runner on third. Hit hard on the ground to second. And Mayhew's got it. Throw to first is in time, but meanwhile the runner is in to score.
That grounder was hard hit, and sometimes the runner at third will have to hold on a ball like that, but he was off on contact, and they opted to take the out at first instead.
Now into the box, Joey Wendell looking to get on base and keep this first inning alive. And that's inside for a ball. 1-0. And he just misses inside with the fastball there.
Well, I think he just kind of lost focus on the mound right there. It's clearly not going his way, and he's thinking more about that than the task at hand. And right now he needs to think about this hitter.
And he has a cut at that one, but misses 2-1.
Hey, as a hitter, you got to tip your hat right there. 2-0, you're sitting all over a piece of cheese, and he pulls the string right there. Let's see if the batter makes an adjustment and sits changeup right here.
Three runs already home here. Not definitely a fastball swing there, but a good time for the changeup. It's full 3-2.
Hey, there was great arm action on that 3-1 changeup right here. He's got this guy thinking. That's the beauty right now. We go to a full count. Do you sit changeup or do you stay with the heater?
The next 3-2. Hit to first. He's right there, and he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. So 3 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and no one left. We'll head to the second inning here in St. Pete. It's the New inning set to get underway, and set to go as the third baseman, Junio.
Hey, Matty, they need to get some offense going in this one. Getting a run back in this inning, give them a little bit of confidence that they can keep up in this game.
And now the first pitch. Into center field, line drive base hit. With that, the Yankees have put their leadoff hitter aboard to start out the inning.
Batting seven, the center fielder, Aaron Hicks.
Standing in now, Aaron Hicks. As he'll take a look at a high strike here on the outside corner, it's 0-1. They'll start things here at 316. 9 homers and 21 driven in. The 0-1.
Oh, that's good.
Just got the corner that time with a fastball, strike 2. Nobody out, runner on first. Two balls and 2 strikes to Hicks now.
He's a veteran out on that mound. He understands he has to establish that inside fastball to open up the outer half of the plate.
He's set. Here's the 2-2. Fouled away.
Looked like he was cheating a heater right there. A little bit too far out in front. Gotta find a way to keep his hands back.
The 2-2 one more time. Oh, it's hit to third. 5 to second for 1. On to first, and they get the double play. So base is empty now after the double play. And next to hit is the catcher, Kyle Higashioka. Archer gets the sign. Here's the first pitch. Swings and sends it in the air out to left center. Kiermaier giving chase. He's there to track it down, and that'll end the inning. Yanks held in check. Still down 3-0. Ready to go for the last half of the inning, and stepping up as the shortstop, Willie Adames. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Scorched to third. He's got it. And quickly, there's one down to lead off the frame.
Batting eight, the catcher.
All right, here's how the Bronx Bombers are going to set up defensively today. And the guy I want to focus on is second baseman DJ LeMahieu. I think what we need to take into consideration is his ability to play that position at 6'4", 6'5", with soft hands and the ability to turn a double play. We already know he's an offensive force.
So now to the plate, Francisco Mejia, standing in from the right side as he takes strike 1. He'll enter play here with an average just over 250, 2 home runs, and 11 RBIs. 0-1 count. Here's the pitch. Not close with that one. It's way above the strike zone. Bases are empty. 1 man out. And this one runs a little too far in. Ball 2.
He might still be thrown off from that first inning, guys. He got knocked around pretty good, and that can be hard to recover from mentally sometimes.
The 2-1. This is line to left. And that will fall in front of Stanton. It's a base hit.
Batting ninth, the center fielder, Kevin
So next to the plate for Tampa Bay, Kevin Kiermaier. And he has been, pardon the cliche, in fuego of late. Seen that average shoot up quite a bit over the past 8 ball games. First pitch on the way.
Ball that low.
Hey, this is a left-handed hitter that can fly down the line. If they want to turn 2, they're going to have to be almost perfect.
Runners off for second. That one's going to find the seats. Strike 1. Mejia, base runner at first with 1 out. And he just misses inside with the fastball there.
I don't blame him for not coming over the heart of the plate. He circled this guy on the lineup card when he got to the yard today. He's been swinging one of the hotter bats in the game.
The 2-1 home. Now this is hit not all that hard out to second. Gonna be a tough play. And indeed, he won't try to force it at second. He'll just flip on to first for the sure
Now
out.
batting, left fielder, Medwell. Margot.
Now to the plate, Manuel Margot. Second at bat here. He reached via a single to lead off the home first.
Not an easy thing to do when you're in a leadoff spot, but that was a good piece of hitting in his first at bat. An opposite field base hit, which leads me to believe that this guy's going to cover both sides of the plate.
From the stretch, here's the pitch. Runner in scoring position at second with 2 down. A swing and a shot hit down the corner. And he just couldn't keep that ball fair as it winds up a long foul ball.
Ah, man, just a hair early on that one and just pulled it foul. It's going to have to find a way to refocus. Not easy to continue an AB after you just went deep foul.
Hicks is under it, and he makes the catch for out number 3. 1 left for Tampa, but they lead it 3-0. Top of the 3rd set to get underway, and that brings up Thairo Estrada.
Thairo Estrada.
Ready to deliver. Here comes the first pitch.
Ball 1, no strike.
I love everything this pitcher's got working right now. He's got presence. He's got great body language on the mound. He's got fastball command and a nice early feel for his off-speed stuff.
Count even now at 1-1. Yankee shortstop behind in the count 1-2.
Probably better that he let that pitch go anyway. After seeing a lively fastball on the pitch before, it's pretty hard to sit back enough on a well-thrown changeup.
And they'll try to get him fishing there, but he won't offer in the dirt, and it's back to even at 2-2. Changes up on him, but that's in the dirt for a ball.
It's a fine line from working down in the zone on 2-2 and bouncing one in there that basically stands no chance at getting swung at. Right there, he basically spiked that one right into the dirt, and now he has to find the zone on a 3-2 pitch.
Now a swing and a miss as he picks up another one. Make it 4 strikeouts already, and there's your first out.
I really liked it. He gave up nibbling out of the zone trying to get him to chase. That wasn't working, so he just reached back and fired a good old country hardball fastball right by him. No better feeling in the world when you're a pitcher than throwing a fastball right by a guy.
Here's the second baseman, DJ LeMahieu. As they look at a fastball in there on the outer half, it's 0-1. He worked a walk to open up the ball game. And it's quickly 0-2. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. Fly ball out toward left center field. On the move is Kiermaier. He makes the running play. 2 down.
Now batting, designated hitter, Gleyber Torres.
And that'll bring up Gleyber Torres. 1 for 1 with a single so far. Here's the first pitch. This will take a look at a slider here that finds the zone for strike 1.
Hey, with 2 outs in the number 2 hole, you're just trying to get on. You got the big boys coming up behind you.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Big swing and a miss at the fastball, and he's behind in the count 0-2.
Hey, that's the modern game right now. North-south. Elevate that high fastball and bury stuff in the dirt. Completely different from the east-west we came up playing.
Here comes the 1-2. Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And another foul ball. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Popped him up. Adames makes the catch to end the inning. 1, 2, 3 go the Bombers. They trail it here 3-0. Bottom of the inning now. And here comes the first baseman, Yandy Diaz.
The first baseman, Yandy Diaz.
Here's the pitch. Now, oh my, this ball is crushed. Look at it go. And it's gone as they add still another. So a solo shot down the line in left. 3rd home run for him on the year. And the Rays have opened it up even further now. It's 4-0.
I got to be honest, boys, in real time, I thought it was hook and foul, but he kept his hands inside that baseball, almost beat him to the spot too quick, and pulled it foul. Love the fact that upon replay, that ball was...
This one is smashed down the right field line. That's going to stay fair, and it's going to be back-to-back home run. It's a solo home run for Austin Meadows. 8th home run on the season for him, and the Rays have opened this up to 5-0.
Well, there's nothing that makes you feel as helpless as a ball like this. The pitcher and the right fielder were wishing and hoping it would hook foul right of the pole, but no such luck. Off the foul pole and gone.
At the plate, Randy Arozarena, as he will look at the first pitch fastball for ball 1. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Just off the outside that time, laid off for a ball.
Well, this is a spot you'd like to be in. 2-0, good hitter. He's going to turn it loose right here.
And he'll lay the fastball in here to get the count back to 2-1.
Hey, usually the second time through the order, you start seeing an incorporation of some more off-speed stuff. But this guy's locating, feeling really good about his fastball. 2 back-to-back.
On the first, so a good bounce back pitch there as he gets the ground ball for the first out.
Second baseman, Brandon
And now, Brandon Lau grounded out in his last at-bat. Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. As he'll take a look at an off-speed pitch here that misses for ball one. Swing and a shot toward right center. Hicks will range to his left and put it away. 2 down.
Up next for Tampa Bay, the third baseman,
Joey Wendell digs in now. 0 for 1 here in the early going. First pitch on the way.
Nope. Ball 1.
Hey, this pitcher's going to have to step off the mound right here and refocus. Take a deep breath, something. Can't keep falling behind and creating traffic. It puts everybody on edge, not only himself, his defense, and especially his manager.
And that's in there for his strike 1-1.
Well-executed fastball right at the knees. Going to be a long day for this offense if he stays in that spot.
And it's fouled away. 2 out, nobody on. Pulled toward right center field. Coming on for it is Hicks. He can't get to it. This one's down. The tag, and they'll get him at second. And with that, the side is retired. So 2 runs come across here, both coming via the solo home run. On now to the top of inning number 4. The Rays lead it 5-0. Here's big Aaron Judge. And he fouls this one off. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. And he gets him to swing through that one. He's in control. 0-2.
This guy's been really on point so far, but it's not getting any easier. He has to get through 4, 5, and 6 right here.
The windup and the 0-2 pitch.
I got to count 1 and 2.
That's a good take on a fastball out of the zone. Hey, I get it. He's looking for a ball to drive, but that ball was a little bit too far up in the zone. That's one you don't.
Now here's a fly ball. Well hit. Meadows moving back. On the warning track, he makes the catch.
now batting, the left fielder, Giancarlo Stanton.
Into the box, Giancarlo Stanton, 0 for 1, went down looking his first time up.
Yeah, in today's game, certainly don't get completely reprimanded for too many strikeouts, but no one likes to go down looking. Expect him to be a little bit more aggressive at the dish this AB.
The 0-1 pitch. Swing and a miss, and he's in the hole. 0-2 now.
There's another pitch for a strike, and this guy's really attacking hitters well tonight, being aggressive early on, and if he continues to throw strikes like he is, he's going to have a pretty good night.
Trying to send him packing for the second time.
The count is 1 and 2.
Hey, that 0-2 fastball wasn't even close, but I'm hit right now. I'm still sitting on that heater.
Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 1-2.
2-2 the count.
Hey, started this guy backwards, couple of off-speed pitches early, followed by back-to-back heaters. He can go either way he wants to go right now.
Skied into straightaway right. Meadows back in plenty of time to put this away, however, and there are 2 gone.
Now batting, the first baseman, Luke Voigt.
At the plate now is Luke Voigt. He went down on strikes in his last at-bat.
Yeah, he's got to put that one behind him, especially with runners in scoring position. Those punch-outs will stick with you a little longer.
A ball and no strikes.
Count 1-0.
The windup and the 1-0 pitch. And 2-0 as this one's taken low. No runs, 2 hits, and no errors for the Yankees so far. Outside, 3-0 now.
Now with the bases empty, I think he needs to be careful not to just groove one here just because it's 3-0. He's a guy that could ambush you and lose one over the wall.
And there's a strike as he'll try to work his way back. It's 3-1.
Stealing that strike on 3-0 was important, but you don't want to miss over the heart of the plate in this situation. I got to believe he's going to be way more aggressive right here.
Swing, line, drive. That's going to be trouble. He takes the turn and heads for second. And he is into second with a 2-out double.
That base hit was screaming off the bat, and our show track technology more than confirms it. 111 miles an hour was the exit velocity of that line drive.
That'll bring in Giovanni Urshela as he'll take strike 1 on the inside corner. Runner in scoring position with 2 gone. And that misses 1-1.
Tough spot to hit here as a hitter. You have a base open, so you have to almost be trying to think like the pitcher. Is he going to try to pitch around me, or is he going to come in the strike zone?
The 1-1 home. A ball and 2 strikes now. Voit at second with 2 down. Pulls this one in the air out to left. Margot's under it. He handles it easily, and the inning is over. So they can't make anything out of the 2-out double. Don't go anywhere. More Tuesday Night Baseball after this. Now to bat, Willie Adames. He'll lead things off as they look to perhaps build on an already sizable lead. First pitch on the way. Fouled off. The 0-1.
I got 1 ball, 1 strike.
Well below the knees, laid off on the changeup there. Could have been 3-1. Instead, it's 2-2.
Hey, I'd like to see a little bit more discipline in that. You get a count in your favor. He's swinging a pitch that bad. Not good.
Here now the 2-2 is looked at, and the count moves full.
Looked like he tried to elevate a fastball on that 2-2 pitch there, but kind of overdid it. With a pitch that high, it's pretty easy to lay off if you're the hitter.
And a changeup swung on and missed for the first out.
Leading off the inning, your job is to get on base and set the table for the inning. That was a pretty good at bat that he pushed the count to 3-2 and made the pitcher work. But I think he'd like to have that 3-2 pitch back. Pretty sure that was ball 4 he went after.
Stepping in now, Francisco Mejia.
He swings and hits it foul off to the right and out of play.
He singled in his first AB. And boy, this at-bat is not starting off well as he's behind 0-2 now. A 1-2 count to the Rays catcher.
If I'm in the box, you take a step out right here. Take a deep breath after that high fastball. You got to be leery of him burying something in the dirt.
And he struck him out as well. So the bottom of the order providing little resistance here, and there are 2 away.
This is why it's so hard to be successful as a hitter when you fall behind in the count. 1-2, you're probably expecting some sort of off-speed pitches, but when the pitcher offers up a good hard fastball, it's pretty hard to adjust and catch up to it.
Standing in, Kevin Kiermaier. Turned on, but it's wide at first and foul. Comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ballgame. Now here's the pitch. Swing and a drive to right. There it goes. Gone. A solo shot here to straightaway right field. 4th home run for him on the season. As they pile on, it's now 6-0.
Man, this has been a rough one for this guy so far. That's the 3rd homer he's allowed today. He better start keeping the ball down in the strike zone, or that total might continue to rise.
Here comes the Yankee skipper on his way to the mound. And he's looking to the bullpen here, so it would appear that's all for his starter tonight. So a less than stellar performance here tonight as he makes the early exit and forces that bullpen into action much earlier than anticipated. Davy Garcia answers the call from the pen here in the 4th as they didn't get the outing they were hoping for from their starter. To the plate now, Manuel Margot.
The left fielder.
Lifted in the air out towards left center. After it is Hicks. He's there to make the play, and that'll retire the side. Rays tack on one more thanks to the solo home run. We played 4, and this is now a 6-0 ball game. Welcome back. Heidi Watney standing by as we get set for the top of the 5th.
Thanks, Matt. I talked with the Yankees manager Aaron Boone during the break about the team's offensive performance so far. And flat out, he told me they just need to put better swings on the ball right now. They're struggling to drive the baseball into the gaps right now, as only one of their hits has been for extra bases. That makes it pretty tough to generate runs. But he said it's up to everyone in the lineup to make the necessary adjustments. It hasn't gone their way to this point, but that shouldn't mean they can't put together some great swings the rest of the way.
Leading off for the Yankees.
Good stuff, Heidi. Thanks.
The center fielder, Aaron Hill.
Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch.
Nope. Ball in.
From the windup, the 2-0 pitch. And a good comeback fastball there. It's 2 balls and a strike. And a check swing here as he couldn't help himself, and it's ruled strike 2. Swing and a miss on the fastball, and that's the first out.
Boy, there's nothing like seeing a good power pitcher that has a good fastball. And what does he do? He just throws this good fastball right by, brings the express. No chance to put that ball in play.
At the plate now, Kyle Higashioka. As he will take strike 1 on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. Flew out in his only at-bat so far. Down the left field line and deep. And that will end up a foul ball. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And the slider gets him swinging. 2 gone.
Classic slider down and away for the strikeout there. Not a whole lot to say about that pitch. It hasn't been said a million times already. That's just a real tough pitch for a hitter to pick up out of a pitcher's hand, so they end up chasing when they're in protect mode.
Tyro Estrada digging in now. As the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. Trying to avoid becoming the 3rd strikeout victim of the inning here. Archer gets the sign. Here it is on 0-1. And there's a fastball well off the plate inside. That's on the corner to put him behind now. 1-2.
Hey, offense needs to check itself right here. They need to make this starter a little bit more uncomfortable. 1 strike away from 5 shutout innings.
In there, a base hit. Throw into second. And he'll make it to second base now with 2 gone.
Everyone knows that this guy's numbers are not where he wants them to be so far this year, but you never know by that swing. He looked fluid and confident, driving that pitch for a double. We'll see if that gets him going a bit.
And that sends DJ LeMahieu into the box. Line towards center field. And that's in there. Base hit. The runner from second scores as they inch a bit closer.
What a frustrating inning from a pitcher's standpoint, D-Roy. You get the first 2 out of the inning. The next guy doubles, and then you give up a 2-out base hit to drive in a run.
Yeah, and you want to talk about on the complete flip side, firing up an offense. You see your 2 boys go down, 2 quick outs. You mix in a gapper right there. Double finds himself on second base, and he's able to come through. Next guy's able to come through with a big 2-out knock.
As he takes a called strike at the knees, it's 0-1. 1 for 2 in the ball game thus far. Fly ball out to straightaway right. And no trouble for him as he makes the catch to end the inning. A run on 2 hits for the Yankees. Home half of the 5th coming up. Tampa Bay leads this one 6-1. We're back at Tropicana Field, and let's check in with Heidi Watney.
Matt, Rays manager Kevin Cash talked to me in between innings about his lineup's offensive production. And overall, he's really happy with the at-bats they're putting together. He said it was clear his guys were locked into their at-bats from the very first pitch. And that's something they emphasized in the pregame meetings. He's happy they got the message, as now they've gotten into the bullpen. And they put up some solid run production in the early part of this game.
Okay, thank you, Heidi.
And leading off for the Rays.
So stepping in is Yandy Diaz. He's got hits in both of his at-bats so far in this one.
Yeah, he absolutely torched the fastball his last time up. Pretty much a no-doubter, so he's got to be feeling pretty confident right here.
1 ball, no strikes to count. That's by him for strike 1.
Hey, that was a nasty pitch right there. Ton of rotation on that ball. You could almost see the red dot from up here. Nasty depth.
Two balls and a strike to the Rays first baseman. He's fallen behind now, 3-1.
Part of the order on deck, so keeping this two-hole hitter off the bags is always important.
The 3-1. Swung on and missed. A full count now.
He was able to sneak that fastball by him on 3-1, so now we've got a battle on our hands.
Three-two pitch. And that misses ball 4 now. It's a leadoff walk to get the home half of the 5th underway.
Well, when you go with the slider there on a full count, you're hoping that the hitter is thinking fastball and swings through it. Didn't work out that way, though. He lays off and gets the free pass.
Next, it'll be Austin Meadows. 2 hits and 2 trips for him thus far. Now the first pitch. Changeup called strike 1. And that one yanked just foul. Two quick strikes, and now the 0-2.
Nope, outside.
He didn't look overly fooled right there because a lot of pitchers will go to the breaking stuff 0-2, but he certainly looked ready for a breaker on that pitch.
Here comes the 1-2. Now this is on the ground at first. We'll see if they can get 2. One there to Voit in time for the double play. Final line there for the Yankees starting pitcher. Certainly not the night he wanted to have.
Yeah, nothing seemed in sync for him out there in this one, Matt. He just couldn't get the ball where he wanted to, and the opponents really took advantage of that. That's a brutal feeling sitting in the dugout. Know that you disappointed your team and you went out there and laid an egg.
First pitch on its way. Randy Arozarena is the batter now as he looks at a ball of 1-0. Now the pitch. Six runs, 8 hits, and no errors for Tampa Bay so far. Now a fastball, but that's easy to lay off, and it's back to even at 2-2. And this will miss down low in the dirt, so he's worked it full now at 3-2.
Well, you don't see it all that often, but this might be a good time for a 3-2 change. If he can locate it, it's nearly impossible to hit.
Fouled away. Hit fairly well out towards straightaway center. Hicks is under it, and that's the third out. Nothing doing for Tampa. They lead it 6-1. Set for the start of the inning, and that'll bring up the former American League Rookie of the Year, Big Aaron Judge. First offering. And that fastball's taken, but catches the outer third.
Well, obviously somebody was hooting with the Owls last night. This entire roster, they've showed up for the first game of this road trip and are getting absolutely boat raced.
And it's 1-1. And action now in the Tampa Bay pen, as it looks like a right-hander's begun to get loose. The 1-1. Misses for the second ball. All even now, 2-2. Into the windup and the pitch. And a fastball swung on and missed as they set him down for the second time here tonight.
That was a good job tying him up inside on that strikeout pitch. It wasn't even in the strike zone, but with the hitter protecting with 2 strikes, that's the kind of pitch you can get him to offer at, and he's probably not going to do much with it when he does make contact.
And digging into the batter's box next will be Giancarlo Stanton, as he'll look at a fastball too high for ball 1. 0 for 2 for him to this point. The 1-0.
Ball 2.
Hey, you want to talk about being in a zone? This guy's been raking lately, and it all starts with his pitch selection. 2 great takes, and he's almost daring the pitcher just go ahead and challenge him.
And that's over. 2-1. Weak grounder back to the mound. Throw gets him. 2 down.
Now batting, the first baseman, Luke.
So now into the box is Luke Voigt. He doubled earlier in the game. 1 for 2 to this point. First pitch of the AB now. Yanked on the ground down the line. And a diving effort there at third. Good way to bruise your ribs. How much for one of them ribs? It's a foul ball. Archer looks in. Here's the 0-2. And he struck him out, his 8th punch out of the ball game, and that one ends the inning. So the Yanks go 1-2-3. They trail 6-1. Stepping up is Brandon Lau. He'll get things started here in the second half of the 6th.
Second baseman, Brandon.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. A ball and no strikes. A ball and a strike now. Count moves to a ball and 2 strikes now. The 1-2. Swung on in the dirt. Strike 3. Higashioka recovers. The throw to first is in time. 1 down.
Now batting, third baseman.
And that'll bring up Joey Wendell. He's 1 for 2 in this one. First pitch on the way.
It's pretty tough for a hitter to go up there looking for a first pitch changeup. And a good job of dropping it in for strike one.
1-1.
That one looked like it could easily have gone the other way. There's a big difference between 0-2 and 1-1. But now this next pitch probably becomes the biggest of the at-bat.
Here it comes. One out, nobody on. And he lays off it to even the count 2-2. And he got him.
Pretty textbook breaking ball for the punch out right there. Got it to bend a lot, and by the time it got there, it had fallen completely out of the zone. Not much you can do with that pitch.
Into the box, Willie Adames. As he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike one. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. Behind 0-2 now. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. A ball and 2 strikes to the Rays shortstop. And a great inning here as he gets another punch out and strikes out the side in order. Rays go in order 1, 2, 3. They hold on to their 6-1 lead. Colin McHugh is on to pitch from the bullpen now to start inning number 7.
Number 31, Colin McHugh.
So now to the plate, Gio Urshela. He'll be tasked with starting things as we begin the 7th. First offering. As he'll take a look at a high strike that time, it's 0-1.
You know, some guys just don't like pulling the trigger in a 0-0 count. They don't like the ambush tactic. They like to calibrate the speed, maybe pick up the break. They want to know everything your ball does before they pull the trigger.
Ball.
And he misses with it 1-1.
I got a ball, 1 strike.
A little behind on that swing, and now he'll try to shorten up maybe and protect the plate. Ball 2.
In today's game, everybody's trying to work off the mound north-south, trying to elevate that heater. He wanted that pitch right there, but I can tell you as an offensive player, I'd rather give you 6 inches off east-west than to have you call that high fastball.
This one's outside, quite a bit off the plate that time.
Well, the 1-2 pitch didn't go his way, and now a miss there on 2-2. You know he doesn't want this at bat to get away from him, so I think we're going to see a challenge pitch on a full count.
Now the 3-2 pitch. It's the top of the zone. He struck him out looking.
Now batter.
Digging in now for the Yankees, Aaron Hicks. No hits to this point. First pitch of the AB on its way.
0-1.
Good fastball as he gets the swing and a miss.
Well, that's a surprising late swing on a heater, middle cut right there. In a fastball count, he's going to have to turn it up a notch.
Count is 1-2 now. Into the windup and the pitch. Breaking ball misses the corner. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Bases are empty. 1 man out. And it's another K. So back-to-back strikeout victims to start this relief outing.
Fooled him just enough with that pitch to get him to go around, according to the umpire. Sometimes it can be really tough for these big, strong guys because once they're committed to swinging, it's hard for them to slow their swings down, and that appeared to be the case there.
Kyle Higashioka started to go around, but it's a called strike. 0-1. And a slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball. The 1-1 is looked at off the plate for a ball. 2 out, nobody on. Strike 2 as that's taken on the outside part of the plate.
2-2.
What a well-executed fastball right there. Down and away. If you're going to do any damage with that pitch, you have to think up the middle the other way, and you have to be diving and leaning out over that thing.
Here now the 2-2. Doesn't get the zone. Count full now. Now here's one high and deep to left. If it stays fair, it's gone. And it's a foul ball. Keeps fighting him off. The 8th pitch of the at-bat coming up. Oh, and he lets him off the hook there, as this isn't even close for ball 4.
I know one thing. He earned that free pass right there. He was tempted with some really good pitches, but he stayed disciplined and drew the walk.
Next up is Thairo Estrada, and we'll see if they can make him pay for the 2-out walk. Always considered a big no-no, of course. McHugh pauses. Here it comes.
That's a ball.
And that misses low and away. Ball 1.
I'd be real surprised if he goes back out away there on the mound. This is a count for a fastball challenge, and we'll see if he's ready for it in the box.
The 1-0 home. No contact there, and it's 1-2. From the belt, kicks and deals. And a half-hearted swing there as they tie him up inside for the 3rd strike, and the inning is over. 1 left for the Yankees. The lead remains 5. It's 6-1. Now at the plate is Francisco Mejia. He starts off the inning against a guy who struck out the side last inning. How did they get to him here?
I'm not sure, Matt, that they want to stay as patient. He's been throwing a lot of strikes. They might want to start swinging a little bit earlier in the count.
Here's the first pitch. And it's fouled away. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. So 2 pitches in a row on the outside corner for strikes. You think he stays out there?
I think he does. One thing you don't want to do, though, Matt, it's not a good idea to throw the same hitter, the same pitch 3 times in a row, back to back to back, but I think he might throw it here.
And he'll try and tempt him with one in the dirt, but he'll hold back here. It's 1-2. And it looks like the Yankees will have a left-hander up and throwing in the bullpen. And he fouls this one off. And they'll try to get him fishing there, but he won't offer in the dirt, and it's back to even at 2-2. Full count now, 3-2.
Tried to backdoor him and lock him up with a curveball right there. Pretty good pitch, but he didn't quite get it to come back all the way to the corner. That's tough to do for most guys.
The 3-2 pitch. Count remains full. The 3-2 one more time. And he can only battle for so long as he's finally set down here after an 8-pitch at-bat.
Looked to me like he had the right idea with the swing on that pitch. He just didn't get the bat through the zone in time. The pitch was away. He let it get deep, maybe trying to take it the other way, but it got too deep and was by him by the time his barrel could get in the correct position.
So here's Kevin Kiermaier. He'll try to bunt his way on as he gets this one down. And the throw to first will be in time, so they stamp out the bunt attempt.
Now back, left fielder, Medwell. Margot.
Up next for the Rays, Manuel Margot. He flew out in his last debut. Here's the first pitch. Now a high fly ball headed for the corner in left. It has the distance, and he just couldn't keep that ball fair as it winds up a long foul ball. Stung into the gap in right center for what should be extra bases. Around first, digging for 2. And he's not stopping. He wants 3. And he is into third with a 2-out triple.
He got the pitch he wanted, and he didn't miss it right there. Hammer job.
Yankees.
In now, Yandy Diaz, as he will take a look at a fastball in there as that strike zone expands just a little. It's 0-1. He's got hits in both of his at-bats so far in this one. Ready with the 0-1.
Well, you can see he's coming right at this guy, just pounding the ball in the strike zone. He certainly has the advantage now. This guy hasn't even swung the bat yet.
Oh, now here's a drive out to the alley. And the runner scores from third as they extend their lead. It's now 7-1. And he is into second base with an RBI double.
Now back.
The pitcher hadn't recovered from the sting of giving up a triple, and then he gets belted for a double. The lead grows, and the guy on the mound is probably wondering if his day is going to be ending soon.
Standing in now, Austin Meadows, as he will take strike 1 on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. Another RBI spot for him. He's already got 3 in the game. From the belt, kicks and deals. And he lays off for ball 1. Diaz stands at second with 2 gone. Pulled toward right center field. Judge finds some space out there for the catch to retire the side. So they pick up a run on 2 hits, no errors, and a man left. 8th inning coming up. It's the Rays 7 and the Yankees 1. Ready to begin the 8th, and that'll give way to the veteran second baseman, DJ LeMahieu. Ready to deliver. Here comes the first pitch.
And a swing from him yields a foul pop out of play to the right.
On its way, the 0-1 pitch. Hit back up the middle. And into center field, a base hit. So early trouble here to start the 8th inning.
Dan, this guy's on fire. I used to say all the time, it's about 150 ABs to 200 ABs. where you start figuring out what type of season you're going to have. He's obviously in May, and he's on fire.
D-Row, he's been locked in from day one of this season. It's continuing right now. Anything that is around the strike zone, he feels he can get the barrel to it, and he continues to hit line drives.
Gleyber Torres is at the plate now as he looks at strike one. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Oh, and 1 count, and the pitch. High and deep down the left field line. But this is just going to wind up being a foul ball.
All you want is the leadoff man to get on to start a big inning, maybe get a big rally going to claw your way back into this ball game.
Swing and a miss on the slider, and that's out number 1.
That's just a great pitch, both on the call from the catcher and the execution. If he hits it, there's a good chance it turns into a double play ball, but it's also a spot that's going to get a lot of whiffs too. That's excellent pitching.
So now to the plate, Aaron Judge leaps high as he makes the catch. Well done.
Up next for the Yankees, the left fielder, Giancarlo Stanton.
Giancarlo Stanton now, as he pops the first pitch foul behind the plate. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. He's ready. Here's the 0-1.
Nope.
That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike. One and two as he chases the slider.
Can't waste getting the leadoff runner on in this situation. Someone's got to bear down and get a big knock.
Here comes the 1-2.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Two out with the man at first. Lifted down the line in left, but this is just going to wind up being a foul ball. And he takes ball 3, so it's a full count now.
3-2, 2 out, runner on first. Lots of possible outcomes on this pitch.
Oh, and he goes the other way, and he drives it out to deep right center field. And that is off the wall. LeMahieu rounds third and is digging for the plate. Safe at the plate. And the deficit now stands at 5.
Never say never in this game, folks. It's late and the clock is ticking, but that RBI double might start making believers out of the entire dugout. We'll see if they can build on it and maybe get back into this thing.
Stepping in now, Luke Voigt, as he swings and lifts it in the air out to shallow right field. And Meadows makes the catch for out number 3. Yankees forced to settle for 1. Home half of the 8th straight ahead. It's the Rays 7 and the Yankees 2. Justin Wilson is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th.
Number 34, Justin Wilson.
So here's the cleanup hitter. Randy Arozarena flew out last time up.
Almost, Matty. Almost went deep his last AB. Certainly just missed it. With this guy's big power, he's feeling pretty good at the dish. Look for him to try and get on something and drive it out of the yard this AB.
The 1-0. Oh, and this ball is absolutely blasted. High and deep. And this ball is gone. No chance to make a play on that one. So a solo shot here to left center field, number 10 for him on the year, as it's now a 6-run ball game. Well, they've got the elevate and celebrate thing working in this one, guys. That was their 4th big fly of the game.
Hero, I don't know what you think, but this is one of those cases where I think the hitters right now, they must be seeing beach balls up there right now with 4 bombs already in this one.
Yeah, this lineup from top to bottom has power just oozing out of it, and this guy's missing over the heart of the plate. That's what happens.
Brendan Lau stands in as he looks at ball 1 here. Here it comes, 1-0. And this winds up inside for a ball, 2-0 now.
Not even close with the 1-0. He needs to get back in the zone, but be careful. Work the quadrants.
3-0 now. Now we'll see some action in the bullpen as the lefty starts to get loose. And there's a strike as he'll try to work his way back. It's 3-1. Hitters count all the way. Here it comes. Check his swing there, and did he go? No, he did not, says the third base umpire, so it's ball 4.
Now batting, third baseman.
He almost got him to commit there. As we take another look at it in slow motion, he comes awfully close to breaking that plane, but he was able to hold back. Strong wrist, and he gets a trip to first because of it.
To the plate now, Joey Wendell. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far. There's a breaking ball that he didn't quite get on top of.
Well, you have to have a lot of confidence and composure to pitch effectively, and right now, I'm just not seeing it. He looks kind of rattled out there to me.
The 2-0. Too high. And it's 3-0. That one's in there. 3-1. And he will take ball 4. First and second now with nobody out.
And don't forget, he gave up a long ball earlier in this inning, so you can understand why he wasn't too aggressive with him there. When he got him to 3-1, he wasn't too anxious to challenge him.
So next to bat will be Willie Adames, who could really use a knock here. 0-for-3 in the game so far. First offering, as he'll take a look at a slider here that misses for ball 1.
I'll tell you, it's a helpless feeling for a manager or a pitching coach when your pitchers are having a really hard time throwing strikes. What are you supposed to do other than keep trying new guys until someone starts attacking the zone?
And that's off the plate and high. 2-0 now.
Great chance right here as a hitter to be really aggressive. With 2 guys already on, pretty good shot. He's going to get a challenge pitch right here.
The 2-0 pitch. High in the air and drifting out to shallow center. LeMahieu retreats to the outfield grass, and he has it for round number 1.
Boy, he showed some pretty good range, heading pretty deep into the outfield to bring that one down. Thought the outfielder might call him off, but he clearly had it under control.
Into the box, Francisco Mejia, standing in from the right side as he takes strike one. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. That's taken. Now it's 0-2.
When you're hitting at the bottom of the order, you better be keyhole in the middle of the plate. You cannot allow pitches like that to go by.
Too high. 1-2.
I got the count 1-2.
And he won't go after the cut fastball. 2-2. Skied into straightaway right. Judge is under it. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away.
Up next for Tampa Bay, the center fielder, Kevin.
Ready now is Kevin Kiermaier. And if you remember, I'm sure he does, he hit a round tripper back in the 4th. Looking to minimize the damage here. He'll lay off a slider too low, ball 1.
Count 1-0.
Lau at second, Wendell at first, 2 out in the inning. Fastball at 96 on the radar gun, and it's 1-1. And here's a fastball not close as he runs it to 2-1 now.
His pitch count is getting up there in the inning now. He needs to get this frame over with sooner than later, so forcing contact and getting the defense involved is probably the best thing he can do.
The 2-1.
Inside, ball 1.
Well, 2 on, 2 outs, and he's got himself in a great hitter's count. He just has to be careful not to get too aggressive. A walk would be good here, too.
The 3-1 is swung on and missed, and that's a full count now. 3 balls and 2 strikes. 2 down, runners at first and second. Now he tries to hold back on the swing, and the home plate umpire says he did so successfully. It's ball 4.
Right about now, the manager's questioning his decision to bring this guy in. If you can't trust a reliever to throw strikes, you can't trust him at all. We'll see if he comes to get him sooner than later.
Jonathan Loaizaga comes on to pitch now, hoping for better results than the other arms that they've run out there in this one. Manuel Margot will be the first one to greet him, and he'll bat in a big spot here. Bases loaded and 2 out in the inning. From the stretch. Right down Broadway that time. Strike 1.
So important getting ahead with the bases loaded. Already a difficult situation, so you don't want to make it any harder by falling behind in the count.
Even 1-1 count to Margot.
Down 1-1.
And he comes back with a fastball. 1-2 now.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
One of the best ways to keep a guy uncomfortable is to pound him inside. They're doing that, and this one caught the zone.
Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes.
I got the count 2-2.
that curveball just doesn't look to have the same snap on it that it normally does. Both of those last two have been pretty flat, and that's a pitch he relies on coming in out of the bullpen.
Hit out towards second, and that'll get through into center field for a base hit. Oh, but it's offline, so the run will score. Let's say your staff is having a bad day when they give up 10 hits, let alone 10 runs.
Yeah, Nick, credit to this offense. They've been swinging the sticks well all game long, and it just continues here with a 2 RBI hit. Some days the hitting gods are simply just smiling down on you.
At the plate now, Yandy Diaz. As he'll take a look at a strike right down the middle. It's 0-1. Lifetime against this pitcher. Not a big sample size, 0 for 1. 0-1 count. Here's the pitch. High and deep down the left field line. And that will end up a foul ball. 0-2, here it is.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Pretty standard fastball right there, 0-2. Now he's changed the eye level of the batter so he can start working something in like an off-speed curveball down in the zone.
Oh, that's low.
Can't find the zone there as he lays off the breaking ball.
Pretty good breaking ball to lay off of right there. If I'm pitching, I might think this guy might be sitting on something off speed.
2 men are on with 2 men out. And he strikes him out here, so he's able to stop the bleeding a bit as this side is retired. So they get 3 runs on 2 base hits, with one of them being the big home run. We've played 8 full. It's the Rays 10 and the Yankees 2. Now at the plate, here is Gio Urshela starting things for his side in the 9th as they face the improbable odds of trying to come back in this one.
Yeah, not a lot of hope for them at this point. These guys know these bats still count. At least for their own stats, you can't mill in your chances as a professional.
First pitch coming, here it is. 9th inning underway now as the first pitch is taken for a called strike.
Hey, there's an old saying in baseball, you need to take a strike in this spot. Well, he got one there. Now he just needs to find a way to get on.
A good pitch there on 0-1 as this is hit fouled over to the right side. Strike 2 now.
You're lucky if you get 1 pitch a night right down the middle. Cannot be late on that fastball.
And he looks at a ball, 1-2.
High fastball right there with a 2-strike count. You know what that might be doing? Setting up the next pitch. Could be that hard slider down and away. Something breaking down and away off the plate.
And he popped him up. In comes Margot, and this is going to wind up a foul ball. He'll try again, 1-2.
Yep, that ball went out.
Man, this guy's a grinder. Fouls off good pitches and doesn't seem to swing at the ones just off the corner. This guy's a pitcher's nightmare.
And he takes strike 3 called on the fastball. 1 gone.
Up next for the Yankees, the center fielder, Aaron Hicks.
Next to stand in is Aaron Hicks. 0 for 3 with a couple of strikeouts for him to this point in the ball game. And the pitch. Chased out of the zone there, and he's down 2 strikes. 1 out, nobody on. In under the hands with a fastball, it's 1-2. Fouled off. Got him. And he goes down on strikes for the third time.
Man, I love watching a pitcher that just rears back and blows smoke by a guy at the letters. That's the ultimate challenge pitch. And for me personally, watching hitters swing in this, man, that's a sight of beauty.
At the plate, Kyle Higashioka. As he'll take a look at a pitch too low. It's ball one. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. The 1-0 home. Fouled away. McHugh gets the sign. Here's the 1-1. Oh my, this ball is crushed. Where will this one end up? And that ball will stay fair, and it's gone. A home run. So a solo shot down the line in left. 4th home run for him on the season, but they still face a 7-run deficit.
Well, some people would say this homer is wasted because they're down so big tonight, but I'm not one of them. I think anything you can build on and take into the next game is valuable, and at least they're still battling.
Chaz Rowe gets the call here as he'll try and look for 1 out to finish this thing off.
Number 50. Chaz Rowe. The shortstop, Tyro Estrada.
Into the box now, Tyro Estrada, as he'll go after a hard sinker that time and falls behind 0-1. He was sat down on strikes in his last at-bat. The 0-1 pitch. Hard liner to center field, and that falls in for a solid base hit, his 2nd of the night. So the 2-out base hit, and the top of the inning is still alive.
Dan, he took that right back at his face right there. Exactly what you're trying to do. Middle cut, though. Are you a little concerned?
Yeah, that's a case of a ball being right down the middle. As a pitcher, you want to work the corners and stay out of that middle part of the zone, and he paid for it right there with a solid base hit.
Standing in now, DJ LeMahieu. This will take a look at a slider here that finds the zone for strike 1. Shot to third. A leaping try, but it's out of his reach and into the outfield. The relay, but he is in there.
Not really much the pitcher can do about that one. He put the ball down in the zone where he wanted it, but it was just a solid piece of hitting. Goes down and gets it and pulls it into the corner for extra bases.
Yeah, as you know, Dan, sometimes the hitter just wins. Next up will be Gleyber Torres, as the first pitch to him is taken low and away for ball 1. His career numbers against this pitcher, he's 1 for 5. Runs outside, so it goes to 2-0 now.
Listen, I'm biased to the hitters. This is a situation where you've got to be aggressive. He's shaky right now. 2 men on, and now you got a 2-0 count. This is where you want to capitalize.
That's ball 3.
Sinker misses outside, and he's behind 3-0.
If you're at the plate right now, you have to realize who's on deck. I guarantee you something's over the heart of the plate. You have to be aggressive in the zone right here.
And now a pitch hit sharply on the ground, but this is foul. Left side. A dive, and he knocks it down. And a good effort here, but he's well safe at first, and there are 2 on and 2 out now. Stepping in next, Aaron Judge. And these guys are making a little push here. You have to like the effort despite the odds.
Yeah, you really do, Matt. Look, they still have a significant hill to climb, but hey, they string a couple of hits together here, and all of a sudden this thing feels doable.
And now the first pitch. As he'll watch a slider that stays inside for ball 1.
Somebody's getting frustrated. He's not used to getting hit around like this.
The 1-0 home.
Ball, that's in.
This inning really feels like it's getting away from him out there. As a reliever, you can't let that happen. Nothing you can do about what's already happened, and it's only going to get worse if you're not focusing on the guy in the batter's box.
The 2-0 on the way.
That's
A
ball
sharp
3.
slider taken low for a ball.
3-0 the count.
Definitely in a tough situation facing the 3-hitter. You can work around him and maybe walk him to load the bases, but that just sets up the cleanup guy with the bases loaded.
Here it comes, the 3-0 is looked at for the first strike.
3-1 with 2 on, and this is where you got to be geared up for something to drive. I don't think you can just groove him one right here. You still have to try to make a competitive pitch.
Runners on first and third, 2 away. Good pitch as this is swung on and missed, and now they're down to perhaps their final strike of the evening. Last chance for the Yankees. And a swing and a miss as they definitely had him reaching for that one, and this ball game is over.
Always nice to get the first game of the series, but even more so when it's in front of the home crowd. Seems to energize everybody the rest of the series.
10-4 the final in this game. The Rays jumped out to an early lead in the first and never looked back. Chris Archer takes the win on the mound, his second of the year. Jordan Montgomery permitted 6 earned runs to come across in the losing effort. So that's a wrap here tonight. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Klezak, and Heidi Watney, this is Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, find us on Twitter at MLB The Show.
Juntaron todo para quererme frenar. Saludo en la federal y el estatal. También